Ms. Evans, everything is up.
Before we begin our meeting this evening, if you do not mind putting your phones on silent. Good evening. I would like to call the June 8th school board meeting to order. Can I get a motion and a second, please?
Motion.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? At this time, we're going to stand and say the Macomb School District vision and mission statement. Vision. I'm sorry. Mission.
Mission of the Macomb School District is to become a premier world-class school system where student success is inevitable and each student is cultivated to become peers, competitive, and global society.
At this time, we'll have 30 seconds of silence. Thank you. Can I have a motion to adopt the agenda as written in a second? Motion.
I second the motion.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Superintendent Vick?
Thank you, ma'am. First, we have a presentation of awards for the highest ADA in the district.
Hey, how y'all doing? Good evening to Mr. Big, to the board members, and everybody that takes to make this school district great. I'm Carolyn Martin. I'm the school attendant for the school district for South Pike and North Pike, but I work Macomb up until February of this year. I think it's been like 11 years in and out here. But I was waiting on the epistle. But we would like to talk about how do we come up with the unity in the community for the whole district, not just for one school or one school district. We want to do 3 school districts. Where mine, over here, if our attendance is high, we want y'all to be high too. So we gonna stay together, if y'all don't mind. I know y'all got your own attendance officer, but I promised Tissa I would work with her and the new person from the MD that's here. So we all stayed in together, and I'm gonna give Tissa the nice opportunity to explain.
Alright, so good evening, board members, superintendent, district leaders, principal, staff, parents, and community members. Tonight, it is our honor, to recognize a school that has demonstrated an exceptional commitment to student attendance throughout the 2025-2026 school year. Before presenting this award, we would like to briefly share the purpose behind our Unity in the Community for Attendance initiative. This campaign was created to emphasize that student attendance is not solely the responsibility of schools or families, but it is a shared responsibility. When a community unites around the importance of attendance, students are more likely to be present, engaged, and successful in school. Tonight, we proudly recognize Summit Elementary School for achieving the highest attendance rate in the Macomb School District during the 2025-2026 school year. And that is every single month they had the highest attendance.
All right.
This accomplishment reflects the dedication of the school's administration, teachers, staff, students, parents, and most of all, our community partners who work together to ensure the students were present and ready to learn each day. On behalf of the Unity in the Community for Attendance, it is our privilege to present the 2025-2026 Highest Attendance Award Trophy to none other than Summit Elementary School. Congratulations on this outstanding achievement, and thank you for setting an example of excellence in attendance for our district. Please join us in congratulating Summit Elementary School for making attendance a priority and demonstrating that when we work together, every day truly matters.
Now, Ms. Felder and Ms. Carroll and Ms. Martin, they totally summarized the importance of this initiative. However, without the support of this young lady, Ms. Landry, by support, strong support that she gives to all of our parents, if they try to check out too early or if they start checking in too late, because she is so connected to the community. Either she's taught them, she's seen them, she's had them, she knows them. Without her leading this initiative, I think I told about 5 years ago, now Mr. Nick, we need to work on this attendance. You are responsible for attendance. And ever since then, it has been her attendance. Although with some elementary attendance, she said, y'all gonna mess up my attendance now. I need y'all here. So thank you, Ms. Landry. This is for you.
And I really did not bully all of us.
Mr. Dick, I'd like to say this at the end. It was hard trying to get this together on the plaque for the month, the school. Y'all ended up with the plaque too for the end of the month.
Yes.
So what we did, we got with different schools to help take the money to make this happen. But at the end, when we got ready to do the trophy, we didn't come up with it, so. Y'all loved it until somebody got together and paid half to make it happen. We're trying to get the community or some of the members to help donate for the next school year, so we can do it unity and the community.
All right.
Thank you.
Y'all push in some. Walk forward. Good deal. How do you spell your name? I'm just kidding. Wow, that's Mr. Vic in the background. That's cool. I got it. Stay there. Stay there. You should stay there.
by Mr. Biggs.
Good evening.
Good evening.
So, very quickly to summarize some changes from our last meeting till now, we did deploy 9 new wireless access points at the Summit Elementary new school building. We were able to install an additional wireless access point in the Denman Junior High auditorium. We were able to address where the coverage of Denman was a little lax. We've been able to fix that. MHS did have a brief interruption of internet services due to a power outage over the weekend. That was corrected before 8 o'clock that morning. It was fixed very quickly by our team. I do want the board to know that we've reached a huge milestone in our cybersecurity grant. All equipment that has been ordered is here. It's on site. We're waiting to pay for the last 2 pieces to tag those equipment, and over the summer we should be able to have them all installed. We just finished a quarter 3 report for that grant, and we anticipate that we'll have the last report and the closeout report done sometime either late July or early August. So the grant is actually right on task and right on time for getting the stuff turned in. I also want to make mention, I did not write it on the sheet, but because it just actually happened the end of last week, I got a chance to meet with the Department of Education regarding Category 2 E-rate expenditure for the coming school year. Just let the board to understand, we're always filing a year ahead. So what we're doing for this year is actually for July to June of the following school term. So we did meet with the Department of Ed, and we looked at how we're going to be utilizing that money. It's on par with what Mr. Vick and I spoke about to replacing or addressing district-wide needs.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Mr. Biggs.
At this time, we'll have school at Rex Higgins, Ms. Shanita Woods.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Monthly school board update, June 8, 2026, Macomb School District for Higgins Middle School. Our school identification is CSI. Our current accountability points for the 2024-2025 school year is 348, which gave us a letter grade of C. Our benchmark assessment data has not changed. We ended up that data in March. Our school goal for this year is a 460, which will give us an A. Our monthly report for our total school enrollment for June, which is based upon data from May, is 265 students. Our student ABA was 84.94%. The percent of students with 2 or more absences for the month was 34.75%. Our teacher attendance rate for May was 98.39%, and we had 16 discipline referrals with zero of those coming from us. Our total allocations for 2024 was $81,934, with $6,934 remaining. Our total allocations for fiscal year 25, $73,454, and our total allocations for fiscal year 2026, $63,476. Any questions?
Dr. Burks.
The allocation for 25 has not been expended.
I'm gonna refer to Ms. Wilson.
It has been expanded, it's expanded for interventionist there. She has to get a regular master price there. She has been given an amount and we need to verify it.
The same as 24.
For 2024, there should be zero amount.
Ms. Martin.
Mine is not necessarily a
question, it's just how did you do it? For your discipline referrals, you have 85, 63, 49, 47, 23, 16. How did you do that? With 0 for the last 2 months on the bus.
When we got closer to the actual math assessment, students got serious. For May, we were testing the entire month. And so they did not have a lot of time where they were not actually in testing. And there's just not a lot of discipline that's occurring during testing.
Yeah, okay. That's fantastic.
Any more questions? Thank you, Ms. Wood.
Thank you.
At this time, we'll have school at risk. Demick Junior High School, the principal, Mr. Wells, is absent, but in his absence, we have Ms. Toki Butler.
Good evening, everybody. As has been mentioned with Higgins, you'll hear some of the same information from their SARS report, but of course catered to Denman. For Denman Junior High School, it has a school identification of TSI. Current accountability points are 242 points, which is equivalent to a letter grade of F. At the bottom, corner down at the bottom where it has EOY data, that information has not changed. The proficiency is at 26.4 for reading, 40.2 for math. Growth for all at 33.1% for reading, 39.2% for math. Bottom quartile growth at 38.8 and 26.5 for reading. Going over to the second page, where it talks about attendance, of course, it's being reported in June, but it's a reflection of what actually happened in the month of May. So for total school enrollment, there were 289. For student ADA, 80.21%. of students with 2 or more absences for the month was at 40.06. Teacher attendance rate is at 94.35, and number of discipline referrals was at 46. I spoke to them just about a couple of things, and we talked about the 80.21 in reference to the student ADA, and 46 as far as the number of discipline referrals, just as Ms. Wood stated, because of the month of testing. So not a lot of discipline going on there, and that drop at 80.21 was just due to, he mentioned that some students were showing up on their test day, but they may have kind of skipped out, didn't come on the other. So that's why you saw a dip in that from the 91.7 previously, in the previous column. So for allocation of resources, for the current 2026 is at $36,272. For FY25, it is an allocation of 0, and of FY24, the total allocation is at 0.
Any questions, Mr. Butler? Thank you.
Thank you.
At this time, can I have a motion and a second to review the minutes?
I move that we review and approve the minutes.
I have a motion and a second. Any questions or concerns about the minutes? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Review and approval of financial statement. Can I have a motion and a second? Motion.
I second the motion.
I have a motion and a second to review and approve financial statement. Any questions or concerns? All in favor? Aye. Opposed?
Nay.
Review and approve of claims document. Can I have a motion and a second?
So moved.
I second the motion.
I have a motion and a second. Any questions or concerns?
I got a question.
Mr.
The thrash commercial, where we at on that? We show it here, this is a final of 227,000.
Mr. Hart, we have one more payment coming, cleanup payment. It should be a small amount. We should be completely done at that point.
And do we have any resolution on the fence? So what we're gonna do there, we're gonna leave it open?
Yes, I have talked with our attorney, and I have recommended that we leave it open to the community on a weekend, and we ready to move forward with a lease.
I just have concern with that, to spend that kind of money for a fence we're gonna leave wide open. The whole
yes,
point of the thing was to have a secure campus. And we don't have a secure campus now, because we had kids out there playing on equipment recently.
Well, my goal is for the campus to be secure when the students are in session at all times. The playground equipment do belong to town of Summit, so I don't want to limit people on the weekends, but when the kids are there, the campus will be totally secure. I believe we have to, at some point, compromise with the town of Summit, in trying to get this moving forward. Now, I do agree that, on the front end, all of this should have been looked at and taken care of years ago. But right now, we're in a situation where we gotta make it work best for both of us, town of Summit and Summit Elementary.
Is there any, do you have any thought of maybe in the future that we are gonna be able to secure this campus? Even on the weekends?
Yes, sir, we do have some plans. If we're willing, if the town of Summit is willing to sell us the equipment outright, then it will belong to the school district, and then we can look at officially closing 24 hours on weekends. But I told the mayor that I want to work and make it proper with him until that decision is made.
Any more questions? Ms. Harper?
So my question is, how do we secure this from being a safety issue? So like you said, with the gates being open, someone comes in and gets hurt, who's responsible for?
Well, most of our campuses are open anyway, Ms. Harper. I would assume because of what like it normally does. And I hope that answers your question, but I guess once again, my goal is that when the kids are on campus, that building is always secure all the time. And we make sure that the gates are locked 100% of the time when the kids are present.
Okay, so if a child or student is playing on the equipment that belongs to Summit, we are for certain that we bear no responsibility if the child or student was injured.
Well, that building is now fully secured. I mean, I would address that with our insurance company and our attorney, but I feel confident that the school will be covered.
Is there any signage that says that you enter at your own risk? And I'm just speaking for purposes of the public.
Not at this time, today, but we can definitely address that as we get ready to move forward and open the property officially.
Any more questions? Ms. Harper?
I have a question, is this regarding depression? Ms. Martin?
It's the campus, if we're discussing the campus, which is a part of the plan. My question, Mr. Vick, I know that this particular situation is something that you inherited that was not done in the manner that it needed to have been done. And I'm curious, if we're talking about the security of the campus and it's been open all weekend, what is the first thing that we do on Monday morning to make sure that no one is hiding anywhere or whatever, if we're saying that our campus is secure?
Well, administration and custodian are the first people there, and they report anything to our SROs, and myself, if there's any type of break-in or anything suspicious, they immediately call me, this morning. But at the same time, we are in the process of making certain that we have the proper cameras installed at the site too, as far as alarms as we move forward.
Are they gonna cover the entire campus? The cameras, they're gonna cover the entire campus, so they're just around the buildings and things of that nature, right?
Correct, that is correct.
Yes, sir, thank you.
Questions on Twitter, claim document. Claim document number 848123,
as well as 848124. I see in 848122, it says tables and chairs for Auckland, and I was wondering, is 123 and 124 tables and chairs for Auckland as well, or in the school?
Ms. Watson, are you prepared to address that, and we need to get back with you?
Let me get back with her because I don't have the actual plan about that. I need to let you, I can do this evening.
Second one is claims docket number 848170. This is more towards Mr. B. This shows that it was the blinds that were purchased for the high school. Have all the blinds been installed at the high school? That I'm waiting on some special orders to come in.
Well, no, we still have 3 that are custom made, and I'll get, a time detail how we all know.
Thank you.
Any more questions about the claims docket?
I have one.
Dr. Bird?
Claim docket number, 848271. Are those, what exactly did we purchase with the Howard Technology Solutions? I know it was done with the grant, but, it's for $258,000. Is it for, resources for one location or several locations?
The cybersecurity grant was very specific. There are 2 pieces of equipment that's in that purchase. One is a FortiGate firewall, and another appliance that works with it. They're going to be housed here at central office. The other part of that grant money, that total about $50,000. The other $208,000 are the software needed to run that hardware for the district. All housed here at central, serve all the schools and all the buildings.
Okay. Just going forward, we need to make sure that it's identified on the document. We won't have to add. So
In the second set in the PO, which doesn't show on the docket, it does have the grant information in it. Yes, sir.
Any more questions? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? At this time, we'll have the report and presentation of the business of the superintendent.
Thank you, ma'am. We have a report and presentation of the business of the superintendent. Last week I sent everybody a detailed breakdown for the year of teacher attendance, enrollment breakdown, distance, students as well as teacher attendance. We're going to discuss this in detail at our school board retreat. But do we have any questions?
would that include the data from the SRO report?
Yes, sir, it will. Next, Madam President, we have a consent agenda, item 1 through 4.
Do I have a motion in a second?
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion in a second. Any questions or concern about the consent agenda, item 1 through 4? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? At this time, we'll have the election of the board officer, election of board president. Do I have a nomination? Ms. Martin?
I nominate myself, Lynn Martin, to serve as chair for the upcoming school year.
Do we vote? Because I can't remember how we do it.
There needs to be a second.
Okay. Do I have a second? Do I have any more nominations?
I'd like to nominate Ms. Dillon to continue.
I second. I have a nomination and a second. All in favor? Aye. Opposed?
I abstain.
We go, okay, so, just we vote on cabinet?
Yes. She didn't, Ms. Moore didn't get a second.
Okay, all
I got a second.
right.
Can I have a motion, a nomination for vice president?
I motion Ms. Morton continue with the vice presidency.
I second the motion. I have a motion and a second. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Next, I have election of school board secretary. Can I have a nomination? I nominate Dr. Burns. Can I have a second?
Second.
I have a nomination and a second. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Next, we have the business of the superintendent.
Thank you, Madam President. We have approved a contract with Rise and Shine, 2627.
That's to correct the cap amount. Can I have a motion?
That's the, what would you say?
On the agenda, it says approval of contract with Rise and Shine contract 2627, corrected with cap amount. So this contract has already been approved, they corrected something, this,
Yes, ma'am. Corrected the cap amount of then the high point thing to go with Rise and Shine.
do I have a motion?
Motion.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any questions or concerns? All in favor? Aye. Opposed?
Number 3, approval of Unit Solutions Fed Track, 2627.
Can I have a motion and a second?
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any questions or concerns? All in favor? Aye. Opposed?
Number 4, approval of small house speech and language service contract 2627.
Can I have a motion and a second?
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any questions or concerns? All in favor? Aye. Opposed?
Number 6, approval of contract with Ashford Rehab Group 2627.
Just give number 5.
Yeah, let's give it. Number 5, approval of contract with Rosemont Consulting Services 2627.
Can I have a motion and a second?
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any questions or concerns? All in favor? Aye. Opposed?
Number 6, approval of contract with Aspire Rehab Group 2627.
Can I have a motion and a second?
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any questions or concerns?
Yes.
Ms. Harper?
I don't know if this, towards Ms. Wilson or, so, my question is, how many students are we servicing for $30,000?
That's what we should do.
For the Aspire contract?
That's a spade.
Spade.
All the children, spade.
Thank you.
Any more questions? All in favor? Aye. Opposed?
Number 7, approval of contract with Fluency Plus, LLC 2627.
Can I have a motion and a second?
Motion.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any questions or concerns? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed?
Number 8, approval of contract with Savage Learning Company.
Can I have a motion and a second?
Motion.
I second the motion.
I have a motion and a second. Any questions or concerns? All in favor? Aye. Opposed?
Number 9, personnel renewal certified superintendent.
I move that we approve the personnel renewal certified superintendent.
Yes.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any questions or concerns? All in favor? Aye. Opposed?
Number 10, approval of summer school.
Can I have a motion and a second?
Motion.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any questions or concerns? All in favor? Aye. Opposed?
Number 12, approval of agreement with Mississippi Action for Progress Incorporated Collaborative.
Can I have a motion and a second?
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any questions or concerns?
I have a question.
Ma'am? Yes, 11. But, the one we on, let's finish that one and we'll go back to number 11. I apologize. We on, yes. I have a motion and a second. All in favor? Aye. Opposed?
Number 11, approval of summer school hours for school resource officers.
Can I have a motion and a second?
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any questions or concerns? All in favor? Aye. Opposed?
Number 13, approval of review of Macomb School District Employee Handbook for the 26-27 school year.
Can I have a motion and a second?
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any questions or concerns? All in favor? Aye. Opposed?
Number 14, approval of review of Macomb School District Student Handbook 26-27 school year.
Can I have a motion and a second?
Motion.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any questions or concerns?
Question.
Dr. Burks?
Is this the final bill?
No, sir, this is not the final reviewing. We're gonna continue to review, make corrections, and bring it back to you in front of the board.
Okay.
Any more questions? All in favor? Aye. Opposed?
Number 15, approval of MOU between Macomb School District and Allen Reese LLP.
Can I have a motion and a second?
I move that we approve of MOU between MSD and Adams and Reese.
Second motion.
I have a motion and a second. Any questions or concerns? All in favor? Aye. Opposed?
Number 16, approval of authorized representative for Macomb School District Finance Director.
Can I have a motion and a second?
I move that we approve the authorized representative for Macomb School District Finance Director.
Second motion.
I have a motion and a second. Any questions or concerns? All in favor? Aye. Opposed?
Number 13, personnel recommendation.
I move that we approve of personnel recommendations.
Can I have a second?
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any questions or concerns? All in favor? Aye. Opposed?
Number 14, approval of miscellaneous business.
Can I have a motion and a second?
So moved.
Second.
I second the motion.
Any questions or concerns? All in favor? Aye. Opposed?
I'm trying to think, do we have anything that we need to talk about in executive session?
At this time, can I have a motion to adjourn?
I move that we adjourn our meeting.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?